All right, Creighton, huge win today. This is a team that had lost 6 straight from the end of November till middle of December. 3 of them without their star big guy, Ryan Kalkbrenner. One of them when he was not himself to Nebraska. And everybody just kind of wrote him off. That was it. That was it for the Blue Jays. And now they've started to get back on track. And they had the biggest win of their season today, which was against a Xavier team that was in first place in the Big East. Now they're tied with Marquette. The Musketeers are for first place in the league. But Creighton did what I think we thought they were going to do all along. I had them as a preseason top 5 team. I'm not sure they can get quite back to that, but they had 5 guys in double figures today. They shot the ball fairly well collectively from 3, and that is a huge key for this team because this is not a typical Greg McDermott team, Matt, that has a bunch of shooters all over the floor. They're more athletic, and Kalkbrenner is the difference maker, period.
Yeah, and again, they're 7-3 in the conference right now. You know, what are they, 1 game back from first place? They went through a stretch. They went through some adversity. They grew. They got better. They improved, and that's what you want. Like if you're Coach McDermott, that like you're sitting here right now, this is exactly what you want. You want to go through some stuff, figure out what we got to fix, go through the adversity. How do we respond? How does everyone on our team respond? And now all of a sudden we're sitting here a game out of first place in the Big East. Like that's what you want in your non-conference schedule. Do you want to lose 6 straight games? Absolutely not. But if losing 6 straight games help you win a Big East championship, which they have a chance to do, I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm not, guaranteeing that's going to happen, but that's what you want. And they're playing the best basketball you want. And as a coach, you want to start playing your best basketball at the end of January, February, and March. And that's what Creighton's doing. And, man, that's not a team you want to see, especially come March, because they are dangerous. Is this the last Nimbard we're going to see? Is there another one?
Yeah, I think that's it.
This is it? It's like, man.
He's pretty good too, though. Man.
Put these guys in a pick and roll. They can make plays. They make everyone around them better. But, yeah, I think it's just impressive. And that's, as a coach, that's what you want your team to do.
Yeah. I think they are the Big East team that is best suited to making a deep run in March.
Absolutely.
I don't know if they're necessarily the best. They are certainly not like the best on their best day. When Marquette is playing when you get the best Marquette, I don't know how many teams in the country can beat them. When you get the best Xavier, I don't know how many teams are going to be able to put up enough points to beat either of them. But the difference, and I think what we saw today, is the difference in why I'm worried about Xavier in a one and done setting. And it's the same thing with Marquette. And if they're not making shots, if they're not playing great offensively, I don't know how else they can win a game. Creighton can win a game with their defense. Creighton can win a game because they have Ryan Kalkbrenner anchoring, and Trey Alexander is one of the best perimeter defenders that we're going to see, and Arthur Kaluma is an athlete, and Ryan Nembhard's good enough, and Baylor Shireman is good enough and can end possessions by getting defensive rebounds. They also are a team that can put up 85 points on a given night. They have 4 shooters around a big 7-footer that's a lob target. So they can win games in multiple ways. They are much less matchup dependent, I think, than some of these other teams are. I think that they're terrific. I think that if you can get them right now at BetRivers 50-1 odds to win a national title, what?
Take it.
What? 50-1 odds?
They just need a little more out of their bench. It's the only thing that scares me is
But how many teams do we say that about? How many teams do we say that about? Look across the country. How many teams right now are out there and you say, look, they legitimately go 8 deep, and I'm not worried about anybody past their starters. Like Kansas. We say the same thing about Kansas. I don't know if they have a bench. Kentucky's basically cut their rotation down to like 6 guys, more or less.
Well, they got Livingston and Wheeler are 7. That's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's too, like when you know the rotation and, hey, listen, we're playing 8 guys and these are the minutes and I know this, I think that's even more beneficial,
8,
right?
But
this is it's hard to play 10 guys in a college basketball game.
I'm not saying you want to play 10. I'm not saying play 10. I'm saying get a consistent 8 that you can count on. I don't think Creighton's got 8.
My big worry is
Miller's 8 and he doesn't play.
Yeah, I mean, my big worry is like if somebody rolls an ankle in a game, like they're kind of
trouble.
They basically have 5.
Right.
They don't foul like that. The thing about Creighton is they just don't foul. ever. They had six fouls as a team today, and that was not even like that's not an outlandish thing. Ryan Kalkbrenner went through an entire season, had one game where he got more than 3 fouls last year. Like they just don't foul. So I'm not necessarily worried about that with them. In general, yes, but not with them. They just if you get like a broken finger from Ryan Nembhard randomly in the second round, like you're screwed.
We're dropping our merch. We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad. But I'm a big pod guy.